YouTube. Got my cup, my tea bags, and my sugar. Those mountains. A little too much, so something need to come out. While the water heats up, normally I'll brush my teeth. So while that water boiling, I'm gonna give you a little tour of the lounge. This is where I come every morning, put on some lo-fi. If anybody coming through, might do a little pool, just depending on how I'm feeling that morning. But usually I'll sit by the fireplace in that seat, upload some content, get warm by the fire, and look at the beautiful views. Since the water's almost done boiling, I'm going to get the cup ready. And what I usually start with is a good amount of sugar, and then just put my tea bags on top and pour the water on top. I know it's probably too much sugar, but what do you want from me, man? I'm from the South. I don't want fake sugar. If I did anything, it would be honey because it's natural. Alrighty. Water all done. Smells like herbs being steeped. The sugar has to go back to the camper. Time to dispose of the tea bags. I know people say you should keep them and stuff, but I don't know what I would do with them. So I finished uploading my shorts pretty much till Thursday. Have them all uploaded, scheduled until this next video goes up. So yeah, we're just outside now, just enjoying the view. Unreal. That's my whole morning routine done. It just depends on the weather. Sometimes I might go skateboarding, sometimes I might go hiking, but for the morning routine, that's every day, this is pretty much it. And now we're gonna head back to the camper and fill y'all in on the future of the channel going forward. So, it's been a couple hours since we did all that other stuff. Did some cleaning, got the camper all cleaned up, ready for this video. And so we haven't ate yet. It's 2 p.m. I kind of do like intermittent fasting in the morning. That's why I know why I'll be drinking my tea. So yeah, I usually eat kind of first time later in the day, usually afternoon. So yeah, let's make this bowl of cereal. If you don't know, I'm allergic to dairy, so I use rice milk, Rice Dream, rice drink. I call it rice milk. That's what I put on my cereal, so it's not just dry. I know the bowl is tiny. We're gonna make 2 bowls of cereal while we talk about this stuff. Firstly, a few disclaimers. Me and Caitlin already talked about this before she went home. It was okay if I made a video about it. Ended on a pretty good note. Even though we were, boyfriend and girlfriend, we were also friends and travel partners above all else. So no ill will or anything. And we hope to see each other again in the future sometime, possibly. And so, yeah, everything is good. I just want to use this opportunity to teach some other young couples who might be getting into RV life, or just for my kids to see when they get older. As you can tell from the beginning of the video, one of the main things I've done to help myself being on the road solo is get a morning routine. Really help kill some time in the day. Time that's usually filled maybe like talking to the other person or planning for the day with the other person. Kind of just need a routine to fill that time, and that's what I've done personally. That's helped me a lot. It just keeps me busy for a few hours every morning. And usually by the time the afternoon comes, you find something to do, or you have something to do. Like at 5 o'clock I have an interview at Domino's, so we doing this and then heading to Domino's. So I would highly suggest you get a morning routine if you're thinking about doing the road solo, or if you're recently solo. I think it would just be something that really helps you as a person. Beyond that, let's get into some of the pros and cons of being in a relationship on the road. Cons: arguing and just disagreeing overall. I think with another person, there's always going to be a conflict of interest and just conflicts overall. And that was a con of mine. Traveling with somebody else is you have problems, you can bicker about things. All really for the cons for me. The pros: you have someone to help you navigate, someone to cook for you or cook for, if you like to cook, or if you like to eat, somebody cooking for you is a W. 2 incomes. Obviously, 2 incomes is always going to be better than 1. So, actually living life on the road, it can just be really helpful to have 2 sources of income instead of 1. But, I mean, even with 1, you can still make things work. Obviously, you can always figure it out, get 2 jobs, so it's still 2 incomes. But yeah, that was just my pros and cons to the whole, to living a life on the road with another person. Things that I hated, I loved, and I learned. Really hated, really just disliked, was just the bickering, just the arguing with someone else. I'm a really patient person, so I can make almost anything work. So a lot of people might have a lot more cons, like sharing a small space, or small bathroom, or whatever. To me, I don't care about all that stuff. And this is also about like the other person. But for me, there's never anything really bad about being on the road with someone else besides like the arguing. I think that could just really take a toll. I just used hated for the thumbnail. But just disliked. What I loved: having someone to cook for me. Because, man, having to like cook your own meals all the time gets kind of stressful. Having someone to talk to, even if we didn't talk that much, if I just had anything dumb on my mind or something that I wanted to talk about, there was someone there to listen, It's not like you have to have someone, but when you do, it's just an easy, nice outlet. A navigator. You're just kind of like the same thing as the pro and con, but I loved having a navigator. And also I just loved having someone with a different mindset who could, if we got into a situation, it wasn't just my thought process. Like even if it didn't seem too likely, it's nice to have someone else to think about things in a different way, because usually you can get kind of meet in the middle and make a solution. And so it's not so much pressure on one person to do everything. You just kind of split the load. And what I learned was probably the biggest thing: a lot of patience. I learned how to plan ahead of time pretty thoroughly. I've learned how to take care of another person, I would say, how to communicate effectively with someone else, even in such a small proximity. And I've really learned to appreciate my alone time. In this lifestyle, you don't get a lot of alone time. So you learn to appreciate it where you can and where you do have it. Just talk about things as they come up. You don't want to do that. Just communicate things, get them off your chest, constantly work on them, and y'all can keep things rolling. Keep rolling on the road, keep things moving. Another thing I learned: balance. Living a lifestyle like this, or pretty much any lifestyle, I would say, you have to find a balance. Because without balance, resentment grows and problems and things do happen, because one person will feel like they're doing more than the other, or one person will feel like the other person's doing too much and, not, taking away from their responsibility. Either way, it creates resentment and it creates problems. And so I think I've learned a lot to take into the future, to take to my kids one day, whenever that happens. I don't have kids. But one day in the future, I mean, some lessons for them to learn. I feel like those could be really good and beneficial going forward in life. Let's talk about the direction of the channel going forward, since it's just me. Daily uploads every single day at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and weekly every Thursday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sorry, this cereal flying back. With this video, it should make a solid month of uploads, not missing one. Not missing a daily, not missing a weekly. We on the ball, baby, and we're growing. If you like this video, make sure you like and share. It really helps the channel out a lot. An entire series, eventually, once I get some money coming in, of the repairs, the upgrades, and just the changes we do to this whole camper. It's a 1979 Vagabond, and so it has some potential. It has some potential to be an old gym. And so that's the plan. We're going to go through a lot of things. We're going to go through a lot of fixes, repairs, just aesthetic things. And I hope y'all looking forward to that as well. I plan to obviously have more campers in the future. If y'all keep up with the channel this far, y'all know the campers come and go. But I plan to keep this one and hopefully Airbnb it out or rent it out once I get it looking all nice. So stay tuned for that. That could be, within a few years. Make sure you hit that bell, press all. And above all else, actually made an Amazon wish list. If anybody feels generous enough to help, it'll be the first thing you see in the description. It'll just be a way that you can get things for me that are truck related, camper related, or content creation related. So a gimbal to help me record, a tripod, laptop, any of these things that might be in the wish list, just check it out below. It'll be in the description, and it'll get sent right to me. And I really appreciate it. If anybody does give me those things, I'll make sure to shout you out in the video. And yeah, I'll just really appreciate it. Big thanks. I just really appreciate everybody checking out the videos this far. This year started off as a banger, and let's just keep it that way. 2024 is our year. 1K subscribers, here we come. All for today. RV away, out.